We're going to explain how to change the time zone in MySQL. There are several ways to approach this, depending on what you want to change: the server's time zone, the session's time zone, or the time zone stored within your data. Let's cover each one. 1. Changing the MySQL server time zone. This is the most impactful change, affecting all connections and queries. To do this, you need to use the set global time zone command. First, you need to identify the time zone you want to use. MySQL uses a specific format for time zones, often found in the USR share zone info directory, or a similar location depending on your operating system. For example, you might find America/New York or Europe/London. Once you've identified your desired time zone, connect to your MySQL server using the MySQL command line client as a user with sufficient privileges, usually the root user. Then execute the command. Set global time zone equals America and New York. Replace America and New York with your chosen time zone. After this command, all future operations on the server will use the new time zone. To make this change permanent, you'll need to add this command to your MySQL server's configuration file, usually my.cnf or my.ini, usually under the MySQLD section. Restart the MySQL server for the changes in the config file to take effect. 2. Changing the session time zone. Sometimes you only need to change the time zone for a single session. This is useful if different users need to work with different time zones without affecting the entire server. This is done using the set time zone command, without the global keyword. For example, set time zone equals Europe/London. This will change the time zone only for the current MySQL session. Once you close the connection, the time zone will revert to the server's default. 3. Changing the time zone stored in your data. If your database contains timestamps and you need to change how they're interpreted, you won't change the time zone setting itself. Instead, you'll likely need to convert the existing timestamps using MySQL's date and time functions. This will often involve using functions like convert_tzs to convert between time zones. For example, update your table set your timestamp column equals convert_tz your timestamp column, America, Los Angeles, Europe, London. Remember to replace the table and column names with your actual names, and also adapt the source and destination time zones. This process requires careful consideration and testing to avoid data loss or corruption. Back up your data before attempting any such bulk update. Remember to replace placeholders like table and column names with your actual database specifics, and always exercise caution when modifying server settings. Always back up your database before making any significant changes. After making any time zone changes, it is a good practice to test your queries and applications to ensure they are functioning correctly with the new time